Do you know that feeling when you're deep into refactor and you realize, oh no, I've hit a wall and this is no longer a one-person job. And now suddenly you need a designer, maybe a front-end developer, maybe the DevOps engineer as well, and bringing all of them in one room is not really easy. But what if you could spin up a whole team of AI agents that do all of that? Well, that's exactly what we are looking at right now. Claude has released a feature that can allow orchestrating teams of Claude Code sessions, which means that instead of one Claude Code session of a software developer, now you could have multiple, a whole team having different personas and responsibilities. Now, some of you may ask, what is the difference between Claude Code agent teams versus sub-agents? So let's go through them quickly. Sub-agents have a main agent caller and it can spawn multiple sub-agents. For example, one for research, one for, I don't know, coding, one for testing, and one for verification. The problem with all of them is that they only report back to the main agent and there's no communication between those. However, an agent teams would have a shared task list and each agent goes to that task list and they collaborate with each other and with the task list asynchronously. So even if, let's say, one session dies, the whole team still is there and it's doing its job and they can work independently. Well, like always, every nice thing comes with something that makes you sad, like, I don't know, CloudBot, MoldBot, thingy coming with security flaws. And here is a big concern with the Claude agent team, that is, it's going to consume higher token and context window as well, because they all have independent context window. So that means higher usage of Claude in general, because every team is working on its own session. It's not sharing a session altogether. But let me tell you where it would shine theoretically, because I have to test it out. Let's say you give it a feature implementation and the front-end developer can now argue with the UI UX engineer or UI UX expert agent, and they can basically debate on what is the right way to go forward without having a strong bias on one of the agents. And as the diagram shows here, if all agents have different hypotheses, they can basically argue together and finally come to a conclusion. And perhaps this is the feature I like the most. You can run an agent team in both an in-process mode or use tmux or item 2, and I use tmux, so I would love to see how this goes. So if you want to get started with Claude agent teams or want me to help you set it up, let me know by commenting CA teams, and I'll send you also the notebook that has all these resources on how you can get started.